Hi everyone, my name is Nate Penns, brother of the groom and co-best man, alongside my less athletic, less handsome, less hair on his head, and less talented brother.
And I'm Matt Penns. Sorry for my brother Nate's confusion, but I'm the other best man. Drew's the one getting married today. It gets worse, trust us.
Man, I'm so glad they cut the numbers down on this wedding. I mean, it would be so nerve-wracking to speak in front of a large audience.
I know what you mean. For those of you, as Drew kind of alluded earlier, who were at my wedding to my lovely wife Kate, you would know Drew and Nate did a pretty good job ripping on me during their best man speech. So you could say I've been waiting 4 years, 3 weeks, 2 days for this evening, but who's counting?
Leading up to today, Drew's one request was to have our mom, Rachel, proofread our final speech to make sure it wasn't too inappropriate.
Apparently, Drew doesn't think, or thinks there's no voice of reason between the two of us.
I mean, personally, I have no idea where he got that from.
Me either. I mean, I think we're both very mature adults. Drew is probably just being a little anal. Come on.
Sorry.
Anyway, Drew, here's our final speech, fully proofread, edited, and revised by Mom herself.
Just like all of Drew's English papers, you got A's.
All right.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me?
There we go.
Still on?
Can you switch up?
You don't want it. Even better.
Doesn't miss a beat.
Mood lighting.
All right, you guys. Ooh, those are loud. All right, Drew and Laura, here it goes. Congratulations, first of all. Nate and I just wanted to take this time to tell you how happy we truly are for you guys. And Drew, we wanted to let you know how much we think of you.
Yeah, Drew, you've always been such a great brother to me. I really looked up to you as we were growing up, and I really couldn't have asked for a better role model.
Drew, there are so many things that we admire about you, such as your kindness,
Your thoughtfulness,
your intelligence,
your sense of humor,
your generosity,
your wittiness,
your athleticism,
your cool-headedness.
your good looks. And we both think you are the best brother in the world right now.
Mom, I know we just wanted you to proofread our final speech, but you have to completely change it and make it a bunch of lies.
Literally, none of what we just said was true. What do you think, Nate? Should we get to our real speech?
Is the bush rat nocturnal?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go. Hey everybody, here's some fun facts. The population of Edina is about 48,000 people. It's twice the size of Chanhassen. Its chief exports are cake, cake balls, cake pops, and cupcakes. Its climate is
Nate, why don't you skip to the next page? Actually, let me start this one off. Nate and I have lived with Drew basically our entire lives.
definitely not by choice.
We know what he's like around the house. For example, we know what his good and his bad habits are.
Mostly bad.
We know whether he's a morning or a night person.
Neither.
Or whether he wears boxers or briefs.
Boxer. Unless he's wearing that tight, red, silky man.
Nay. a surprise for Laura tonight. There was a lot of good advice given to you guys today about marriage and loving each other.
But believe me, no advice may be as important as what you're about to hear. So Laura, our present to you.
Survival tips for living with Drew. Tip number 1. Many people know Drew is a very nice and easygoing guy.
But Laura, I know sometimes you will have to break some bad news to Drew that he might not take well.
And this is where you can use Drew's love for donuts to your advantage.
You know by now that Drew cannot get enough of those miniature Hostess donuts.
So, for example, say you spend a few $100s shopping. What do you do before coming clean?
Hand him a donut.
Say you get a little fender bender. Before breaking the news to him,
Hand him a donut.
or even say you find out you're pregnant with a baby girl. Before telling Drew,
You might want to hand him a whole bag of donuts.
it's almost foolproof. You will be so happy with that little snack. You'll completely forget everything that you say after.
Well, tip number 2. Laura, we all know that being from Edina, you love your cake.
However, making a cake can be a messy and frustrating process.
Surprisingly, marrying Drew does have a few benefits, one of which comes around the time of Drew's birthday.
Instead of dirtying the kitchen baking a cake, we have a quick and easy solution for you. Simply go to the nearest grocery store and purchase a box of Twinkies. When you get home, unwrap a Twinkie, place it on a plate, insert the candle.
Before you know it, Drew's birthday cake is complete.
Tip number 3. We all know Drew is a polite and courteous young man.
However, being polite and courteous, especially while enjoying a bacon-wrapped filet during a nice dinner with your future in-laws, can have its downfalls.
That story. It can actually lead, believe it or not, to a toothpick becoming completely lodged in your stomach.
Actually, you could have discreetly spit it out. I mean, you didn't have to swallow it.
That being said, Laura, we would recommend removing all toothpicks from the house. I know this may seem drastic, since toothpicks are great for removing food from your teeth.
Or serving those little cop doggies.
However, removing all toothpicks from the house will save you a late night visit to the ER and probably an expensive hospital bill.
You're welcome. Tip number 4. Laura, let's face it. You just married an ex-St. Olaf offensive lineman. Whether you like it or not, your toilet at home is going to take quite the beating.
With Drew's track record, we think it's wise for you to have the necessary supplies for changing a broken toilet seat. That being said, here's what you'll need. You'll want a Phillips screwdriver,
Plenty of screws.
and a backup supply of extra toilet
I would
seats.
even recommend a whole closet full.
This will ensure a fully functional bathroom at all times.
You're welcome.
Tip number 5. Laura, like it or not, we have both slept with Drew.
In the same bed.
Many times.
Whether we were sharing a hotel room on vacation or simply cuddling at home, it was always an unforgettable experience. Unfortunately, Drew can be a little selfish in bed.
With the covers, of course. He tends to steal them in the night, more times than not. You'll wake up in the morning without any.
So what we recommend, Laura, is going to sleep with a sweatshirt, sweatpants, and socks on.
No, it's probably not Drew's preference, but we'll guarantee you a nice, warm night's sleep. And Laura, our last tip for you. Whenever you see the bathroom door closed, lights off, and the fan running, don't go in there.
Seriously. It's not worth it.
If you must enter, it's mandatory to have the following items with you.
First, it is necessary to have a full can of Febreze.
Second, I would recommend safety goggles.
And third, 1 to 4 dust masks, completely covering your nose and mouth.
Even with this tip, we cannot guarantee your survival.
But it should increase your odds. You're welcome.
So there you have it. Armed with these tips, you should be ready to survive a marriage with our brother Drew.
Because trust us, you will need all the help you can get.
In all seriousness, Laura, you truly are one lucky girl.
We know a lot of girls out there that would kill to have brother-in-laws as great as Matt.
Okay. Now we're really gonna be serious.
Drew, we couldn't have been more blessed to have a brother like you. We have always looked up to you, and we continue to admire the person you have become.
We both have enjoyed growing up with you and sharing so many great memories together.
We are so thankful to not only call you our brother, but also our best friend.
We are so happy for you today, knowing that you have found your lifelong teammate in Laura.
Laura, ever since we met you, we have waited for this day to welcome you into our family. If you haven't figured it out by now, you are in for a wild ride.
Laura, you are so kind, patient, and fun-loving.
And we have seen how happy you have made Drew.
We look forward to sharing in your life together, and we can't wait to see the great things that God has in store for you.
Drew and Laura, we love you.
We're proud of you, and we wouldn't trade you for anything.
And now we'd like to propose a toast. Our glass over there. You can all raise your glasses. Arc de Triomphe, merci beaucoup, et Tour de France.
Parlez-vous français, croissant, et Tour Eiffel.
Sorry, that was our French toast.
All right, let's try this again. Would you raise your glasses? Drew and Laura, may love and happiness always surround you,
May laughter light up your lives.
and may you cherish each other from this day forward. Cheers.
How do we do?
Good luck, Nils.